Welcome to Some of the Heroes, and we have a special man that we want to highlight today that's come my direction. So we've written up a short bio on him with some pictures. We're talking about the Reverend John Harper. He was born in 1872 and he died in 1912. The godly pastor had just finished 3 months of ministry at the famous Moody Church in Chicago, Illinois. The revival was God-sent. John Harper returned to his home in Scotland, only to receive an invitation a few months later to return to the Moody Church to preach again. He accepted, booked passage, and was on his way. The ship set sail at exactly noon, April 10th. The year was 1912, and the ship was the Titanic. Harper went aboard with his daughter, Nana, and she was age 6 at the time. On Sunday, April 14th, Harper preached the sermon for the passengers that had gathered that day. After the service, he was seen speaking to individuals about their salvation out on the deck all the afternoon. He was quite a soul winner and had a burden for the lost. When the iceberg struck at 11:40 p.m. that night, the call went out to abandon the ship. Harper wrapped his daughter in blankets and passed her to a woman on one of the lifeboats. He told her he would see her again and that he loved her very much. Here is an eyewitness account of that evening in the life of Reverend John Harper. Quote, "After watching her safely board on one of the lifeboats, he removed his life jacket and gave it to one of the other passengers. One survivor distinctly remembered hearing him shout, 'Women, children, and the unsaved into the lifeboats.' Harper knew that believers were ready to die, but the unsaved were not ready. Harper then ran along the decks, pleading with people to turn to Christ. And with the ship sinking, he called upon the Titanic's orchestra to play, 'Nearer, my God, to Thee.' Gathering people around him on deck, he then knelt down and, with joy in his face, raised his arms in prayer. As the ship began to lurch, he jumped into the icy waters and swam frantically to all he could reach, beseeching them to turn to the Lord Jesus and be saved. Finally, as hypothermia set in, John Harper sank beneath the waters and passed into the Lord's presence. He was 39. In 1916, 4 years later, this unique story was told. Aguila Webb, a Scotsman, was in church and stood to share his testimony. "I am a survivor of the Titanic. When I was drifting alone on a spar that awful night, the tide brought Mr. John Cooper of Glasgow, also on a piece of wreck near me. 'Man,' he said, 'are you saved?' 'No,' I said, 'I am not.' He replied, 'Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved.' The waves bore him away, but, strange to say, brought him back a little later, and he said, 'Are you saved now?' 'No,' I said, 'I can not honestly say that I am.' He said again, 'Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved.' And shortly after he went down, and there, alone in the night, and with 2 miles of water under me, I believed. I am John Harper's last convert." Webb was only one of 7 pulled out of the Atlantic Ocean that night who lived. When Hollywood made the Titanic movie, there was no mention of the Reverend John Harper, his deeds, his life, conversions, people that he had led to the Lord. But there is mention of him today. We salute Pastor, the Reverend John Harper, for his life, for his heroics, for his burden for souls. May God bless his spirit as it lives as an example to us and in our lives. And might I conclude this short episode and biography of a great Christian hero. I would just ask this question that he asked: are you saved? If you're not, believe in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, and you will be saved. We thank you for watching this Summon the Heroes presentation, and we want to give credit to whom credit is due before we close. Thank you for again watching. Please check my playlist for dozens of other heroes. Most of them are American heroes, and we add a new one often. God bless you, and thank you again.